Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to Cyclist Tactics. We're on episode number 13. Last time out, we had a successful run, more or less. We managed 5th place. I thought we should have done a little bit better, 4th, maybe 3rd. One little downfall near the end didn't actually cost us anything on that one. And so ultimately, we kind of got what we deserved with that. We got one little minor podium, and that resulted in a handful of points. Now, that handful of points compared to last season, we're actually not in too bad a shape right now, but we have 22 out of 330 points that we need for the season. We're well shy, and we're 2 races in, and we've only got 7 to go. So that's a lot. That's a lot to do. And, well, it's April, and I don't suspect that we're going to do much at all with this next race. Here's why. Our 2 leaders, my character, okay, not really a leader. I want him to be a leader, but he's not there yet. And Ortega. Ortega is the obvious leader. Ortega is the climber who does have some skill, who's a little bit higher. Howard's not bad, but he's technical and sprinting, and we just haven't had any opportunities where that actually amounts to anything as of yet. So okay, so, well, that's who we have to rely on for the next race, because we've got Campbell and Howard and our 2 level 1 rookies who desperately need to level up, don't they, so that we can proceed. 3 stages, climbing in all of them without our leaders. Good luck getting anything out of this one. We'll see what we can do. Maybe breakaway? I don't know how well that's going to pay off for us, but, you know, you got to try to do something. Good news, we're not the weakest team here. In fact, there's 2 teams lower ranked than us. More good news, there's only a couple climbers among team leaders. More good news, there's 4 teams led by a level 6 rider. So lots of things pointing in the right direction. More good news, a couple teams only bring in 3 riders to the event. So maybe, just maybe, ever so slightly, possibly, we might be able to do something. Frank Washington, somebody we're familiar with. Theo Walter, somebody we're familiar with. So we do know a couple of these guys. We'll see how we compare. But of course, we lack the team leaders. There's no team leaders here. We're not on the favorites list at all. We'll see how Howard can do. Oh, no, he is on the favorites list. There you go. 1 star. Even with climbing, 1 star, Lewis Howard. Okay. Can we get him in the top 10? Maybe. See what we can do. See if we could at least grab a little bit of points. And just to add to everything, it's pouring as we go to begin. I think with action kicking off right from the get-go, 3 climbs on the day and 1 very early on, I don't want to drop back today with Howard, which is scary, but I don't think we have much of a choice. Then again, you know what? We do. We have a choice. Be bold, be brave. Fall back. Bigger climb ahead. I am nervous about keeping us at the back much longer. I'm going to give it 1 more turn, and hopefully this doesn't backfire. And here it comes. Here comes the action. So we're already seeing big, bold splits. We have 2 riders left from the break, 1 rider from the break, and then we have now the forward position already scooting right on past one of these breakaway riders, and at 3 nodes. That's really weak, but that's where we're at. Christopher Ward can't make it. Let's at least get him with somebody else. Campbell can just make it, but we're definitely seeing a split here. We got 5, 6, 10, 14 riders out the back on this climb. We'll see if any of it comes back together. I have a feeling it's probably not, especially if Pavlov, who's leading this thing, can keep on pushing. Bring Campbell forward. Oh, Campbell can't come forward. Campbell's just struggling to stay on the wheel. Okay, now it's 16 though, as some additional ones are able to bridge the gap, get back on the back end. But we are over the hardest climb of the day, but that doesn't mean the job is done. And that burnt a lot of attack energy for a lot of the riders. Pavlov at the front, go ahead and resume the front position. Howard, we can fall back for a little bit. And Campbell's going to have to go up front to help out with pacemaking. Do we want to bridge that gap, close it down? Peloton looking like it's going to be there. I don't see why you wouldn't take here. Get the bonus one node, not that that's going to actually make any difference. It's only a +1. I think we need to push on a little bit anyway. We don't want those guys getting back on. Though they're definitely not. We're going to be virtually a full turn ahead now. Where do you go from here to there? We want to get... No, that's not going to be good enough. What if we go here? That'll nearly get you at the end of that, down to the flat. I don't think this should be taking us 3 turns to get off this hill and onto the flat. I presume we're going to be here. But again, everybody behind's not coming back. They're now a full turn back. Breakaway riders, not big names. They're tired. I suppose we can take that little breather here. Oh, somebody, Popovich, has bridged the gap. Oh gosh, everybody's making the jump. But it's also easier to follow for these guys. We just lost our lead out man, trying to keep the group at bay. So much for the Peloton being here. Pavlov's all alone. He was just a lead out rider, so it's okay. Just a domestique. Again, we see immediate attacks and splits, and Howard caught behind because I decided to try to allow him to recover a little bit. Oh, that is me. Okay. Right, you're riding solo at the moment. A 14 on a 0. That might be a good thing. You only have 26 left. 14 on a 1 recovery. No. That's not good. Burn 5 energy or burn 4 energy. Sure. Okay, Campbell's gonna have to give it everything he's got to pull forward. Keeping Howard at the back for a little bit longer. If we're already back there, we might as well. Okay, front group there. Campbell can pull us right back. Let's go for it. Howard only 2 energy, and we're back on. Meanwhile, 13-0 is better than 3 nodes further and spending 1. Let's go and do that. It's not recovery, but not going to cost us too much. I don't mind that we're dropping some distance here. I'd like to get swept up by the group. Okay, Campbell, we're going to keep working the front, but we also need to start coming forward, or do we? We're on the flat for a while yet. No, not that long. Not that long. That's only going to be a couple of turns. So ease forward. Howard's got plenty of energy. Looks like we might be pushing on in. Peloton expected to go here. That's a huge difference in energy consumption though, isn't it? So I think we're going to be going right. No. Nope. Straight into the finishing moves. Gotta follow. Best you can. This is the final push. There's that big jump. Howard able to go with. Makes the front group. That's 11. Pavlov. Spend your 5 energy. Okay, front group. Front group for Howard. We are not in the back group. The next group is just relay. So we're in the right place. Like we were on the last one. I had already moved it up previously. Okay, so here we go. Final push, spreading all over the place. We're not going to be able to follow Makarov or Walter, but we can definitely follow that move. And that's going to get us into the grouping for 3rd to 7th place. Campbell's actually not even going to be in that bad of a place. That's a good sign. Pavlov. Sure, let's get that final 9. Wow, 1 stage and Campbell has died already. 0 energy, 0 attack energy. He crossed the line literally on an empty tank. Looks like Pavlov's gonna do roughly the same. These guys are gonna really struggle in these last couple of stages. Well, Ward just bridged a gap and reached another group. We can probably just auto rest now the rest of the way. Let them finish on their own. Yeah, I should have pushed Howard. I'd already clicked the button right before I thought of it. Getting him 1 higher position makes very little difference, except that you get sponsor points for finishing in the top 3 on a stage. You get nothing for finishing 4th. I was thinking about the overall. I was thinking about the next stage. I was not thinking about that simple fact of picking up a small amount of points. So we have a couple early hills in this one, and then it finishes on a slight hill. We've got a few guys in the break, and one of them, kind of by accident, is Pavlov, but not enough riders followed that move, and so it ended up splitting the field. And my guys, who I wanted to be up here, ended up not being up here. But you can see the second little hill is just requiring full gas from everybody to now get there, and it's a lot worse than it would have been. You can see like Howard, that's somebody who had to dig pretty deep. But Peloton now back to go together past both of the hills, and then it's mostly flat right up until the finish where we have a slight uphill. So I've got Ward working the front. I'm going to go ahead and can't see why I can't relay from this position when I've already been at the front, but okay. Pavlov's fine there. I need to bring Campbell forward because I have something in mind for Campbell. Howard can stay right at the back. So here's what I realized about this 3-stage race that we are in the midst of as Christopher Ward. Let's go ahead and take an 8 position, bring it on up to there. Everybody seems to be following it just fine at the moment with that. Except here goes Aaron Gonzalez again. There goes Pavlov. What's the point? What's the point? Still 3 energy. Just follow it. And we split the field yet again. Howard's caught behind in the split. This time we have 7 forward. Really weird that you have Pavlov, who was able to be up here. No problem. But yet we had a leader. In fact, we have now 2 leaders. Christopher Ward and... So how are these relay guys not able to respond? I wish I understood the mechanics a little bit better on how some riders get to attack and other riders aren't able to follow and go with. I have a feeling this is going to pull right back together immediately, but it's just going to throw people out of whack. No, it doesn't. Campbell, follow the move. We're seeing splits. There's Ward and Pavlov and Aaron Gonzalez back there, and let me guess, they're not going to be able to follow. No, of course they're not. We have our hands full, because here we are into the sprint. Campbell, push it forward, use your attack. And Campbell goes over the line first. 3 points. Maximum points. With 3 uphill finishes and no points earned at the end of the 3 uphill finishes. So we're not going to win any stages. But there's no green points. There's just intermediates. So the sprint jersey is coming down to intermediate points, which aren't heavily contested generally. Campbell picked up 2 points last time as there was a single breakaway rider, and he was just leading at the front of the peloton at the time that we went through, so he was already sitting on 2 points. Now with 5, he's going to lead that competition, and that is now our major goal for this race. And we're seeing a split in the field, amazingly. 25 riders. Campbell's already crossed the line. Campbell can fall back. But somebody who is back, no, you know what? He's still okay. Howard's fine. We have plenty of time till the end of this stage. I'd like to see these guys get back up there, though, if they can. And recover. Make it back to the group. Oh, come on. What have I done? Oh, Howard can go. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. That's very good. Messing with fire here with Howard. Last turn, I'm going to keep him in the back. Just holding my breath every time. Now, based on all of this action being on the flat, as Howard luckily is able to go with this thing. We're seeing an ever-shrinking group right now. All of that action being where it is, being how it is, there's, a chance. There's a definite chance that we could see ourselves. No, I want you. Auto rest. I want you on rest. Pavlov, board. Let's just focus on what's ahead. Let those guys go. They're gonna do their thing. They're well ahead of the time cuts. Okay, starting to come forward finally. This little bump in the road is just a little bump in the road. It's not gonna hurt us any. We're gonna go right on with the main move. And we're down to 13. Some of the top riders, based on the climbing, may not be in this. They absolutely could be further back as Howard finally starts to come forward as we approach the final climb already. Another split. Down to 11. Oh, I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. Heading into the final climb with just 11 riders. And like I said, this may not be the top 11 in the race right now. This easily could have 4 or 5 of the top 10. And then 4 or 5 riders that didn't fare so well in that last stage. Another split, and I'm liking our chances going forward with this because look how close we are to the end. 4 riders at the 4. Dang. Howard in the final 4. I'll think about that podium now. Do we have a shot at that podium? Oh, we do. We have a shot at that podium. We're going to push to there. And can we pass a rider? We could pass one rider. We could finish second on the stage. I'll take it. 2 points in the KOM. Second on the stage. Yes, please. No. Drops him to third. Walter pushes further ahead. Fourth man in the group, taking the best time. But at least we didn't finish off the podium this time. We do manage to get into the podium. Okay, we picked up a podium. We're looking really good in the KOM. The GC at this point is looking really good, and there's one stage to go. Holy cow, things are actually going according to plan. Now, there's one stage remaining, and our next race on the calendar is a classic. It's a one-stage race. Therefore, next episode, we will be wrapping this one up and doing the entirety of that next race. So 2 months. How much of a boost can we make in our sponsorship as we are quite low? I mean, we're at not even 10% of the overall objective, and 2 out of the 9 objectives are about to finish up next time out. Let's see if we can pick up some additional points. Obviously, already today, we've earned a little bit in points, permanent points, guaranteed points, as we do have a stage podium. And we're going to be wearing a jersey. So, yeah, there's points coming. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.